Hey guys, okay, so this is my new vlog. I'm going to be talking about ear stretching, the do's and don'ts, basically all the whistles that come along with it. So right now, I'm currently getting ready to put a 10 gauge in. I just had a 12 gauge in, and you can already tell the hole has gotten bigger. And if you notice, right below, I have another hole. That was when I had my ear pierced when I was 13. Yes, I will be putting a piercing there. Probably at 14. But this is what I went from just not long ago, is a 12 gauge. So I'm moving from a 12 gauge. I had that in for a month. I bought these from my favorite tattoo shop, Poison Apple. They have the, you can buy one, you can buy like the one set. So like you want just these. These were only $5 at their shop, and if you wanted to, you could just buy the whole set, both for $10. I highly recommend going to them. Worth going to them, especially for piercings, tattoos. They, done that one and that one recently. This one's almost 2 months old. This one's almost a month old. So yeah, but yes, I'm going to show you how to go ahead and put this in. Grab your oil. Now, I got these offline, and I bought these from Body J for you. I looked on YouTube, and everyone has recommended this company for ear stretching. And actually, right now, I paid, I think, $11 for all this. So, not bad of a price for a 50-piece set, 52-piece set. Not bad at all. So what you're going to do is take a little bit of oil on your finger, and you're going to oil your piercing up. The reason why you want to oil it is easier for it to go in. Make sure you recap your oil so it don't spill anywhere. But yeah, you oil it up, go in on the hole. There you go. And then you take your little rings here. Now, for this one, the reason I like this one is because I can actually grip it a little bit better. And you slip it on. And you go in the back while you're holding the front. And you slip the other one on. And there you go. Now, the reason I like this one is because it does have a little bit of weight to it. And I know it's in there because it will poke me, but I can position it to where it don't poke. But, and it's a little bit easier to conceal. Now, the next size up, I will be going with, yeah. So the next size I will be going up to is an 8 gauge. I will show you that in a second. I got it right here. I got all the packaging beside me, so I will be going to this size. There you go. Now, a comparison. So I'm going to show you side by side. Best way I can, so you can see. They both look like they're the same, but they're actually are not. One's a little thicker in there. There you go. So you do go up on thickness. Now, if you really want to see, that's how much thicker they are. They are a lot thicker. Okay. And see, even I'm having a look right now to see, but if you get focused enough, you'll notice when it's smaller than the other size. Now the do's, if you want to do ear stretching, don't go looking on the internet. No. Worst advice ever. The worst thing you can ever do is go look on the internet. Because a lot of times people will give you bad advice. I'm telling you from someone who has done ear stretching before, talk to a professional first off. Go to a professional, talk to them about ear stretching. They will give you the greatest advice ever. I wish I had done it the first time I had done ear stretching. This is not my second time at the rodeo. This is my first time at the rodeo, I should say. This is my second time ever doing ear stretching, and I have learned a lot over the years of doing it. I stopped 12 years ago. Was when I actually stopped doing ear stretching. So within the 12-year spans, I have learned the do's and don'ts of ear stretching. The reason why I'm doing my vlogs is because if you have started doing ear stretching, wait for the proper channels and talk to a professional, then this is the best way for you to understand where I'm coming from, because these are the do's and don'ts. 2, when you do go to ear stretching, do not jump sizes. I did once. I could have damaged my ears severely to the point where it may not have been repaired because I jumped sizes. So, the size I went to immediately was, I didn't realize that the earring was a lot bigger than the one I was normally wearing. So, my dumb ass jumped to a size 6. There you go. Now, this is a 6. This is a 6 gauge. I jumped to that from a tiny 14 gauge and went straight to a 6 gauge. Was it a mistake? Oh yeah, it was clearly a mistake. I regret doing it, and I learned from that mistake. So, the last size I actually had in my ear was a 6 gauge. I was trying to go up to a 4 gauge, and I'll show you the 4 gauge here. Because the taper I actually had went from a 4 all the way up to a 2. So basically what you had to do is you had to move it. Well, every time I would put it in, it would just flop, and my earlobe would just sag to the point where I did not like that. So this is a 4 gauge. This is what I was fairly last used. We're trying to get into the size. Here you go. So that was the size I was trying to get up to. And it just didn't work out because the way the taper was made, it was a claw. It was a claw taper, and it just would not stay in my ear, and it just kept my ear would just go this way, or it would go that way, to the point where I didn't feel comfortable. I couldn't sleep with it in, so I went back to a 6 for a while. But the goal is, let me see if I can find the size I actually want to go up to. That's not it. I want to go up to this. I want to go up to a 12 mm. I do want to go up to this size. So, yeah, that's my first time was for goal sizing. was I wanted to go to, I think I got my double zeros here somewhere. Just be patient with me, guys. I'm looking for my double zeros. There's my 0. There's my 2s. I do not know offhand where my double zeros are. Ah, here they are. I overlooked them. But this was my first time goal, was to get to a double zero. But now, after seeing the 12s here, I do want to go up to that size. So, I can't wait to get up to that size. There's my zeros. But yeah, but I can say right now for this was a, like I said, sorry, a 50-piece set. But I can say right now, worth it, worth buying, because, and they come individually packaged, and they do come numbered, so you know exactly which size you are getting. This will help with your gauging. Now, do not skip. This is very important. Even the body piercer will tell you this. Now, some may tell you it's alright to skip. No. No, because they are in the wrong. They are fully in the wrong. You do not skip gauge sizes. You go from one size to the next. You do not hop, because you can cause damage to the tissue, you can cause damage to your earlobe, and you can cause a blowout. And when you do go to stretching, use your oil or wax to oil it up before you put it in. And if it starts hurting when you're putting it in, then just get back to the other size, because your ear's not ready to be gauged up again. So give it time. Take it slow. Now, for me, I waited a month because it gave my ear the time to properly stretch without doing any damage to it. And now, since I got oil, I will be able to get my jewelry pieces in a little easier, because I didn't know about the oil. It was till later on. And tattoo shops I was going to would not sell me oils or wax. They said they only used it for the shop, and David had to do the ear stretching for me. And I told him I wanted to do it myself. I wanted to learn, so one shop refused to teach me how to properly do it. So, that's why I didn't know the do's and don'ts in the proper way to stretch. So, that's the reason why I keep saying, go to a body piercer, to a really good one, to a really good shop. They will give you the best advice. If you're in the Morganton area, go to Poison Apple Tattoo Studio. Talk to their body piercer. He will give you the best advice. If you're in the Asheville area, go to Be the Change. That is my cosplay sister's shop. She's a tattoo artist, and she's a body piercer. And she is an expert on ear stretching. So, I will put both the locations down here, so you guys can go check them out and everything else. Have a great weekend, and have fun. And I will be back again when I can get an 8 in. And I will show you how to put an 8 in. And I'm going to learn how to, I'm going to research on how to put in a tunnel in properly. Alright, guys, bye.